Hello, Internet. It is I, the Malik Aaron, and welcome back to the channel, part 162. This is one of those cancel episodes I really hate making. Next to, so much news happening at once, I have to split into multiple cancel episodes, which is why I had to do for episodes like 159, 160 last week. This is about as annoying as that because this has happened many times in the past at this point where I make a cancel episode, I film it, I upload it, I publish it, and I think that's it. I won't have to worry about anything else for at least the next few days, or a week, or even like a whole 24 hours. But then the studios decide, you know what, let's announce a date change right after I make the episode just to spite me. And that's what's happened here. Now this isn't as bad as like say like I did episode 156 on Deadpool 3. Then I discover after making that episode that Star Trek 4 was removed from the calendar and I was like, shit. Guess I got to make episode 157 now, like the same day. But this is not as bad as that. But it's still annoying. It still grinds my gears. But yeah, enough ranting about that. So what happened for episode 162? Well, it revolves around Babylon here, Damien Chazelle's Babylon. Because what's happened to this movie is the polar opposite of what happened to A Man Called Otto from like the last cancel episode. With A Man Called Otto, the Tom Hanks movie. That was supposed to get a wide release in December, but then they've changed it to a limited start in December and then it gets like a wide release in January. This is like a time old thing with like Oscar friendly movies that open in December. They like to have a limited start around Christmas, get that buzz going, get that big per theater average number, and then things just escalate from there. Then it gets a wide release either first weekend or second weekend of January. This has happened with many movies in the past. I'm trying to think of ones immediately off the top of my head. 1917, Hidden Figures, American Sniper, um what else? Revenant, uh, Zero Dark 30. Yeah, this isn't new at all. this is this is not a new idea. And originally it seemed like the Babylon was getting the same treatment. Limited on Christmas and expand wide to January 6th. No. No. Paramount decided to release it wide on the 23rd of December. So literally right before Christmas. So that'll be a Friday because Avatar the Way of Water comes out on the 16th, and I Want to Dance with Somebody and Puss in Boots: The Last Wish, they come out the 21st. That's a Wednesday. So Babylon's that Friday, and Women Talking, that's Christmas Day, which is a Sunday. I know it's all confusing. Christmas is just like that. I I wish it wasn't, but that's how it is. It can get really wonky with dates. So why? Why would Paramount do this? I guess they looked at the holiday lineup and said, Christmas is looking kind of weak. I think we could take advantage of that. How about we release this movie around Christmas and get that Christmas money, right? Get because why not? I mean, it's not like there's like an overwhelming amount of options. I mean, the main movie everyone's gonna watch is Avatar: The Way of Water. I mean, that's guaranteed to happen. And everything else, it could do fine, but nothing else really screams blockbuster. So, yeah, I mean, this kind of makes sense in a way. I mean, again, it's not too crowded. I mean, Christmas has always been a crowded spot for movies. Like, look at last year, for example. I mean, in the span of like a week, you had No Way Home, you had Nightmare Alley, you had Sing 2, you had Matrix 4, you had King's Man, you got, what was it? American Underdog, Journal for Jordan, and Licorice Pizza, all in a week. So, yeah, Christmas can be very, very, very chaotic. But even this year, it's slower than usual. So seems like Paramount is taking advantage of that. And why wouldn't they? This has been the year of Paramount. No one can deny that at all. From Scream 5 to Jackass Forever to The Lost City, the Sonic 2, the Top Gun Maverick, and now Smile. This year has been an absolute banger for them. So I guess they have enough confidence. They're just like, let's end the year with a bang. Theoretical bang with a movie like this. From Damien Chazelle, who has a really good reputation. I mean, he made Whiplash, a movie I love. La La Land, a movie I don't love, but was a huge success and won many awards. He did have a flop in the form of First Man, but he still has a decent enough reputation at this point. And I think like a movie like this can be appealing around Christmas because you'd be surprised what movies that come around Christmas do well. Like very adult orientated movies can do well around Christmas. I mean, look at Wolf of Wall Street. That movie's the furthest thing away from Christmas, and it still did really well. So yeah, and that also starred Margot Robbie. That's where most people first saw her in movies. So hmm. But yeah, I mean, this is good, I guess. We just lost like two December movies in the form of a House Party and A Man Called Otto. So I guess it's nice we gain a wide release for December. But yeah, I mean that's really it. Uh yeah, that's really it. So nothing else to say. So let's play that game again. What will happen next? Why don't There's no point in answering this question anymore. There really isn't. Because I didn't expect, you know, what happened to Babylon, or a majority of the movies that have been, their dates have changed, recently. I didn't expect any of that to happen. But let's look through the rest of the year and the next year. So you got October, no point in talking about that. November, no point in talking about that either. Then you got December. There's Babylon, right there, December 23rd. So right in between these two movies here, I Want to Dance with Somebody and Puss in Boots 2, and then Women Talking. So yeah, mid December is going to get real goofy, and I'm not looking forward to it at all. So, but yeah, I think the rest of the year should be fine realistically. We're literally like 2 months away from 2022 being over. Nothing else should change. I'd be shocked if anything changed again. And then all these movies, who cares? And then you got January. January is like whatever. February, whatever. March. I know Creed 3 has a trailer and a poster, so its marketing campaign is actually started. There's 1001. My god, the 31st is hella crowded. I feel like that might change. I think that's too many movies. Scream 6 will easily win because it's Scream 6. Then you got April. Then you got May, June. Jury's still out if The Flash will make it, considering, Ezra Miller might just be, charged with 26 years in prison. Whatever happens with that will determine the fate of the Flash movie. So, We're gonna have to play the wait. We're gonna have to play the waiting game for that and see what happens. So yeah, then you got July, then you got August, and then September, to October, November, December, blah 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 blah. Yeah, and then 2024. It's like I already mentioned all these yesterday. I don't really need to do in detail again. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of open slots in 2024. I mean, look at April. Like, you have like 2 more weekends in April you can fill up. Like, why not? There's an empty slot in May. There's an empty slot in July. There's nothing in August. There's empty slot, several empty slots in October, November, December, and one empty slot in September. So yeah, obviously, I feel like any 2023 movie that feels like it can't make it will probably move to next year. I would imagine. So yeah, that's what things look like pretty much for the next 2 years. So yeah, anywho, yeah, that's it. That's all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, leave a comment, turn notifications, share the whole drill. We'll check out more videos like this. Got playlists on the homepage of all previous um cancel episodes I've done on the channel. I haven't talked about Babylon since God, when it's a long time ago. Babylon. Oh my gosh, January 2021, episode 33. That's crazy. That was the first cancel episode I made in 2021. Damn. That's wild. So I guess if you want to watch that episode, uh go right ahead. And there's also, the cancel episode I made yesterday about, it was House Party, A Man Called Otto, the Tom Brady movie, 80 for Brady, and like 1001. So if you want to watch that cancel episode too, and all the others, go right ahead. You have plenty to choose from. There's now 162 up to this point. So binge it all from beginning to now. I highly encourage you to do that. So go do it. There's also box office predictions, where I predict box office for movies. This weekend I have 2 movies to cover: Black Adam and Ticket to Paradise. So stay tuned for those. But if you want to watch any of the past prediction videos I made this year, you can go right ahead. There's also box office recaps where I go over the box office results for any particular month. I may or may not have the September recap out this week. I'm not gonna confirm or deny it. You'll know when you'll know it's out when it's out. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to commit to a date, but it will release before October is over. I can say that much. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to watch any of the past recap videos I've done on the channel, you can go right ahead. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I am out. Goodbye.